चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपां साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So today we have today we are talking about how to gain spiritual knowledge. So how to gain spiritual knowledge, especially from the Guru. So having a Guru is important, but also to gain spiritual knowledge from him is also an art. So therefore, we have to worship the Guru, to take shelter of the Guru, and to get the spiritual knowledge, we have to really surrender ourselves. So this knowledge is transcendental, and this knowledge actually cultivates spiritual consciousness. This knowledge burns away all material thought processes. So therefore, transcendental knowledge is very important in acquiring transcendental knowledge, is very important in spiritual life. So we today I would like to start with the fourth chapter in the Bhagavad Gita, and we spoke a little bit about it. And here Krishna is saying that he's giving him spiritual knowledge, and Krishna explains the importance of this transcendental knowledge. He says, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So, Krishna is saying, what is this knowledge about? Krishna is saying, Janma karma cha me divyam. So, this Krishna is saying that Janma Karma, Krishna is unborn, yet he takes birth. Janma Karma Chame Divyam, and his birth is transcendental. Janma Karma Chame Divyam. Evam yo veti tattvataha. What is it? One who obtains this knowledge tattvataha, in the truth, in the absolute truth, in the platform of the absolute truth. Tyaktva deham. Once he quits his body, what is the benefit of this knowledge? Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti. There's no rebirth. There's no rebirth. Just by this knowledge induces in us certain activities. Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti, so Arjuna. So we can clearly understand that this knowledge produces in us a complete transformation of thought process from material thought process. Now, material thought process means eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So you're only thinking about body, dehatma buddhi. Your knowledge is limited to, oh, I am this person and I belong to this country. I have to make a career. I have to live this kind of a life. This is my desire. I belong to such and such a country. I have to visit those countries. I have to do this and I have to do that. And this is called Dehatma Buddhi. Even if you say, I want to visit so many countries, oh, this is my goal. Even birds, transmigratory birds, they visit better than us. They don't need flight tickets and they don't get flight delays. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending, everybody does. But what does transcendental knowledge do? Transcendental knowledge entails cultivation of spiritual activities. Entails cultivation of spiritual activities. So it is very, very important. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge of Krishna, this knowledge of the soul is very highly stressed. Krishna says, what should one understand? What is this knowledge all about? Janma karma cha me divyam. This knowledge is about Krishna's birth and Krishna's activities. Why does Krishna take birth? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham paritrāṇāya sadhūnām vināṣāya ca duṣkrītāṃ dharma samsthapanārthāya sambhavāmi yuge yuge. So Krishna says, yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati, when there is glani of dharma, abhyutthanam adharmasya, to kill that adharma, abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham. Here the word srajami is very important. Srajami means Krishna appears, means he becomes visible. Krishna is present always. Krishna is always present. He is always present in every tree, in every atom, in every leaf, in every drop of water, in everything. He is present. So Krishna is present in everywhere. Krishna is present everywhere. But then he is not visible. He doesn't become visible. So to make himself visible, So when he descends, he makes himself visible. That is called Srajami. Just like there is the sunshine, and when there is sun, but sometimes the sun is covered by the clouds. So the sun, when it is covered by the clouds, it appears as though there is no sun. It appears as though there is no sun. So when it appears as though there is no sun, but sun is actually present. So similarly, Krishna right now is not visible to us, but Krishna is there everywhere. We are not able to see him. Krishna can be present at all places at all times. We should not think that, oh, he's gone here from there to there and there to there. No, he can do anything. Once one Srila Prabhupada was making deity worship, and one disciple of his was trying to put a flute to Krishna, and he was putting a flute, and the flute he was trying to place the hole of the flute to blow near the face of Krishna, and when he was trying to place it, it should be there so that Krishna can blow it. So he was trying to place it exactly there and everything. So Srila Prabhupada said, oh, he understood the mindset behind it, that he thinks, oh, it is difficult for Krishna to play this way. So he said, Krishna can play the flute even without holding it. Krishna can play the flute like this, like this, like this, like this. He can, like this, he can play it anyway. So we should not limit, although we dress mentally, and we should understand that Krishna is not limited, Krishna is unlimited. So Krishna can be present at all places at all times. He is present there right before you all the time. Krishna is present all the time. So therefore, but Krishna mercifully, for the benefit of people in general, he comes as avatar. He comes as an avatar. So that's when he calls it Srajami Aham, that I make myself visible. So Krishna is making himself visible to the rest of all the species, all the planets, all the living entities. Then we see that this knowledge of Krishna, why does Krishna take birth? How does Krishna take birth? It is such a wonderful story. It is so amazing to understand that Krishna is so amazing that once you understand Krishna, that he is really coming here for our benefit. He is all perfect. He knows everything. So this knowledge is important. That Krishna is coming here, descending here, Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam. This knowledge that Krishna doesn't need us, but we need Krishna. So to fulfill our needs, Krishna is coming. Hare Krishna, we request, somebody has put the phone not on mute. So please kindly, a humble request, please put it on mute. So Krishna is saying that I am actually coming for the benefit of my devotees. And when the devotees are actually able to see Krishna, understand Krishna, render loving devotional service, and even if Krishna stands right in front of you, you will not be able to recognize Krishna. The only way you can recognize Krishna is only by pure devotional service, by surrender and service, by surrender and service, by surrender and service. So this is the most important component. So the most important component in order to obtain this knowledge of Krishna is surrender unto Guru and rendering service unto Guru. So when the surrender aspect is missing, or the service attitude is missing, then this knowledge does not arise. Krishna looks like a material person. Although Krishna is God, we see Krishna's Murti, we will never be able to understand that this is Krishna. Why did Krishna take birth? Why did Krishna kill this Asura? Why did Krishna kill that Asura? Why did Krishna dance with the gopis? All this knowledge that is there, it will be only revealed in the heart only when you surrender unto the Guru. So that is the main topic. So what is this knowledge? Janma karma cha me divyam. So this knowledge is about the birth and activities of Krishna. Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yo veti tattvataha. One who understands it in tattva. Tattva means truth. One who understands it in truth, in perfect, in scripture, according to Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Tyaktva deham punarjanma. What happens to him? Tyaktva deham, once he gives up his body. Punarjanma naiti mameti, so Arjuna never takes birth again. Always remains happy eternally. So that's the goal. So we have to understand, according to this Bhagavad Gita, that such knowledge is not easy to obtain. This knowledge is a fruit of millions of years of tapasya. Millions of years of tapasya. But even then, this tapasya will not work if there is no mercy of the Guru. So one might do big tapasya, one might be a big devotee, but if he is not surrendered unto Guru, eventually he will not get this, he will not realize this knowledge. Getting this knowledge is one thing. Evam yoveti tattvataha, one who realizes this truth. So this is very, very important. So then he attains Krishna's abode. So that is the benefit. So how can you obtain? Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmaya mamupashritaha bahavo jnana tapasa putamudbhava bhagataha. So you should overcome Vita, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. One should overcome Raga. Raga means attachment. Bhaya, Bhaya means fear. Krodha, Krodha means anger. Manmaya mam upashritaha, and take shelter of Krishna. Take shelter of Guru. Take shelter of Krishna. Many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they attained transcendental love for me. So this knowledge leads to transformation of the heart. You may get some knowledge. Oh, Time magazine named these people as top 100 people. Okay, so what did it do for you? Oh, these are top 100. Okay, great. What did I get? He is the top cricketer in the country. He earns $1 million. Okay. Maybe it's 10 million. Okay, it's some knowledge. Wow, so nice, so amazing. And it produces kalpana within you. What do you call it? Illusion. Oh, wish I had that kind of money. Wish I became a big cricketer like that. You know, all these things. So these things, this kind of knowledge is temporary. It produces only illusion and a temporary sense of satisfaction. But knowledge of Krishna is permanent. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the cause of everything. That is some knowledge. What change does it produce in you? I understand everything that happens to me, everything that is happening to everybody is because of Krishna. So Krishna is the cause of everything. So now what do I do about it? What do I do about it? I surrender unto Krishna. Krishna is controlling everything. Krishna is controlling me also. And what am I doing? I am trying to be independent. I am trying to go against Krishna. So what do? Oh, there is no other option. Let me surrender unto Krishna. Jai. This is the important aspect to understand. That anyway I am controlled by Krishna. Everybody is controlled by Krishna. So he is the supreme controller. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetti tattvataha. So you understand what is Krishna's interest. Taktva deham punarjanma. Then such a person, when he leaves his body, naiti ma meti so Arjuna. So then he becomes surrendered unto Krishna. So this is very, very important for us to know that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, can only be known by those who have developed a loving devotional service towards Him. And who gives us this loving devotional service? Who gives us this mercy of loving devotional service? And that is only Guru. That is only Guru. Only Guru gives that. So therefore, we should be surrendered. So we should be surrendered unto the Lord, unto the spiritual master. So when the spiritual master, it is said, we sing a very beautiful song. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Satma Bandhamo Isavadana Mate Jahara Prasade Bhai E Bhavato Riya Jai Krishna Prapti Hoy Jaha Hoite. It means if you surrender Sri Guru Charana Padma, the lotus feet of the spiritual master, Kevala Bhakati Sadma, that if you surrender, the lotus feet of the spiritual master is the abode of pure devotional service. I bow down to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. So he opens my darkened eyes. So the Guru opens our darkened eyes with knowledge. Attachment to his lotus feet gives freedom from all material suffering, from all material attachments. Attachment to the lotus feet of Guru. We should just be eager to serve the Guru. Just surrender unto the Guru. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasha jate. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasha jate. Prema bhakti means prema bhakti. There is prema bhakti. So prema bhakti means loving devotional service. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasha jate. All kinds of illusion, this knowledge, which is spiritual knowledge, is awakened. Avidya vinasha jate. All kinds of material conceptions are destroyed. Vedegaya jahara charito. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. So by surrendering unto the Guru, so this is the most critical important point, that one should be just surrendering unto the Guru. Surrendering unto the Guru means what? Surrendering means not just putting your hand like this and bowing down your head. That is one aspect. But real surrender means that I am ready Okay, there is a quick question here. Could you elaborate on exactly what surrender means? I am ready to carry out the orders of my guru. Like Srila Prabhupada once, not once, always, he would tell his disciples, like he was traveling in a train with his disciples, 3 couples. And he told them, as soon as some Delhi station came, and he told, one gentleman got into that train, and he told Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ji, we want to start some program in Delhi. So Srila Prabhupada told one couple, go help him in doing bhakti. So that couple just got down with him without even thinking, do we have money? Do we have this? Do we have that? What is our life insurance? How will we maintain? Nothing. Guru said go, he went. That gentleman that from Delhi, they took this couple and they started doing programs. That's it. That is surrender unto Guru. 3 couples were sent from America to London to start a center in London by Srila Prabhupada. And they just went there. They started staying in some small place. They started doing kirtan on the streets. Eventually, they met George Harrison by Krishna's mercy, and they cut Apple Records. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you listen to this song and music by George Harrison, it became #1 on top of the pops. All that happened was these 3 couples, they went and they just surrendered. These 3 couples, they went and they just surrendered to Srila Prabhupada's orders. One disciple of Srila Prabhupada, he went to China. Srila Prabhupada sent him to China to preach. China is a very difficult place to preach because hardly you get vegetarian food. It's a communist country. Nobody allows anybody to preach there. And Srila Prabhupada sent him to China. So this man went to China, he tried his best, he tried to preach and everything. And then in the end, somehow or the other, he became frustrated and he fell down from bhakti. And then he lived a life in such a way, his wife did not even know he was a Hare Krishna devotee. His wife did not even have a clue that the person was a Hare Krishna devotee. He married a Chinese lady and lived there and everything. When this man was about to die, he had forgotten everything, right? When this man was about to die, suddenly he wakes up from his deathbed. He suddenly wakes up and he says, "Oh, Prabhupada, you have come, Srila Prabhupada." And then he leaves his body. And his wife is totally stunned. Who is this Prabhupada? Who is this Srila Prabhupada? And then she tries to find out who is this Prabhupada. And finally she comes to know he is actually the founder of the Hare Krishna movement. And she actually finds out that her husband was actually an initiated disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And he completely the initiated disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and she completely understands. She completely understands that my husband was actually a surrendered devotee. And because he forgot his bhakti on the way, then he got married to me. But his guru was so merciful unto him that at the time of death, Srila Prabhupada came and took him back. And actually took him back. So this is the whole situation. So therefore, we should understand very, very clearly here that Guru's blessings are required. And when Guru is merciful, Guru sees your surrender. Basic surrender. What is the basic surrender? Chant 16 rounds Hare Krishna on the beads every day. Then follow 4 regulative principles. No meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling. So, no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, and no gambling. So this is the basic. So we should understand that these 4 are the basic principles. And then whatever, with this as the basis, Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, has given us this basic principles of surrender. Means we are actually surrendering unto Krishna just by following this much for a start. Then of course our spiritual master gives us services. What services? Distribute books, establish varnashrama, open up cow sanctuaries. So all these things, by doing these things over a period of time, by doing all these things over a period of time, one gets purified and one gets ready for further orders. During Srila Prabhupada's time, those who were born to assist Srila Prabhupada at that time, those so-called hippies, some of them like Indradumna Swami and others, they were devotees from their past birth. And somebody had told Indradumna Maharaj that he was actually a king of Karnataka. They saw his horoscope and he said he is a king of Karnataka. He was the king in Karnataka in his last birth. So he was the king in Karnataka in his last birth, and then what happened is he had done bhakti to a certain extent. But even now, if you see Indradumna Maharaj, he has such a big influence in ISKCON, and not only that, in certain countries, in certain places, he does such big programs. Only a king can do such things. So from his past life as a king, he became so influential that this life, when he took shelter of Srila Prabhupada, from where he had left off in his past life, of course, certain Sukruti, but Srila Prabhupada's mercy, and now he's practically going places and doing wonderful things because he served Srila Prabhupada so nicely. So those who serve their Guru very, very sincerely, as per the Guru's desire, what Guru wants from you, you have to understand from the Guru. So that is why there is Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru. So when we follow the instructions of Guru, then Krishna is looking at it. So Guru usually is completely surrendered unto Krishna. That's how it should be. But sometimes a Guru may not even be liberated, but because he's following the principles of Krishna consciousness, he can also become a Guru and instruct somebody on certain principles. But even if you follow very, very sincerely, a senior disciple of a senior follower, a senior Vaishnava, very, very sincerely, then Krishna becomes pleased with us. And when Krishna becomes pleased with us, we get everything. We get all knowledge. So this is the goal of life. So the goal of life is, to actually surrender unto the lotus feet of the Guru. Yasya prasadad bhagavat prasado, yasya prasadad nagati kutopi, dhyayantu amstasya yasya sri sandhyam vande guru sri charana ravindam. Yasya prasadad bhagavat prasado. Yasya prasadad, by whose mercy, Bhagavat prasado, one gets the mercy of Krishna. Yasya prasadat na gatih kutopi. Without whose mercy, there is no way one can progress in spiritual life. So the only way to progress in spiritual life is to obtain the mercy of the Guru. So one should try one's best to please the Guru. There was a servant of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Very we see that there was a servant of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and he used to nicely wash the pots every day. He used to nicely wash the pots every day. And all Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj had one pot, and he had a small place where he lived. So all he was doing was cleaning that place and cleaning that pot every day. So much the pot was spotlessly clean. And by keeping it spotlessly clean, very beautiful, this person was actually purifying his heart all the time. It was a very simple service, cleaning the pot. But that cleaning the pot was so pleasing to the Guru because he just took a humble position. And then he was cleaning the pot, and after some time, once he cleaned the pot, we have to understand, two Brahmanas came, and what did they do? Two Brahmanas, when they saw that Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, servant, he was actually cleaning this pot. At that time, they were laughing at him. What is he doing? He should be Vidwan. He should learn Sanskrit. He should learn big things. He should talk Vedanta. All that he is doing is cleaning your pot. What is the use? All these things they were talking. And then he said, do not worry. Do not worry. And that pot had a hole. There was a small hole, and they used to clean it. And then he said, don't worry. Just through that hole of that pot, by cleaning that pot, and just through that hole, he will go to the spiritual world. He doesn't need any knowledge of Sanskrit or Vedanta or something. Just surrender unto Guru, and everything is obtained. Just the surrender unto Guru, and everything is obtained. So this is what we need to do in our life. Somehow or the other, please Guru, please Krishna. Pleasing Guru is pleasing Krishna. When Guru is pleased, Krishna is pleased. Like for example, my spiritual master is very interested in developing Gurukulas, developing Goshalas, developing Varnashrama, developing cow projects. So anywhere anything like this happens, he is very eager to involve, to help, and he wants his disciples to involve. So I try whatever best I can and try to execute the orders of the spiritual master. Basically, in the ISKCON platform, we have a very, very wide spectrum of service. So fortunately, I am in New Vrindavan, where I can fulfill the desires of my spiritual master. So where there is cow protection, where there is preaching, where there is book distribution, where there is cultivation, where everything is there at the same time. So this is an ideal place to actually serve the Guru. And by Krishna's grace, in New Vrindavan, opportunity to fulfill all desires of our spiritual master. So this place being the Holy Dham, we are residing in the Holy Dham. So as per the desire of the Acharyas, we should all reside in the Holy Dham. So we are in the Holy Dham of New Vrindavan. And then we are getting an opportunity to surrender. So by surrendering, unto the Lord, by surrendering unto the Guru, by surrendering unto all the activities of the Guru, so we are able to progress spiritually. So this is very, very important for us. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that one can only get this spiritual refuge in Krishna by giving up attachment, fear, and anger. When does attachment come? When we want material enjoyment. So when we want material enjoyment, we are attached. So we should give up trying to enjoy, at least gross. So that is why no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling. If these 4 attachments we can give up, then the gross attachments are gone. Then everything comes very subtly. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when Sanatana Goswami came to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had renounced everything. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sanatana Goswami, he had actually renounced everything. But still, he had a nice chadar, a new chadar. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually saw Sanatana Goswami, he looked at that new chadar. All that this man had was a torn loin cloth, kopin, small cloth, and all that he had was this new chadar. Was this new chadar. And this new chadar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was looking at him like as if he was wearing a gold-plated cloth. And then Sanatana Goswami started feeling ashamed that the Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is looking at him in that particular manner. So what does he do? He immediately goes to the bank of the Ganges, and there is some beggar. And what does he do? He takes out his new chadar. He gives it to this beggar and exchanges it for an old, ragged, torn cloth, blanket, chadar from him, and he puts it on his shoulder, and he goes. So this is his situation. So he puts it on his shoulder, and he comes back, and that's it, So then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looks at him, he's very, very pleased. Very nice, very nice. So now he has given up his last attachment. One nice new chadar was hanging around. Now that is also gone. So no material attachment left. Of course, we cannot be that attached. That detached, I mean. It's not easy. But when he is a sannyasi, Sanatana Goswami, so one needs to completely give up. But Srila Prabhupada, in order to preach, he accepted Mercedes cars, he accepted nice clothes, he accepted everything for the sake of preaching only. Because otherwise, if you go like that, people will think, oh, this is a very poor people. They don't know anything. So Yukta Vairagya, of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Sanatana Goswami, he wanted to make him an example. That was a different era altogether. And now in this modern age, the preaching mood is a different altogether. So this is the situation. So Raga Bhaya, second is fear. So we are always fearing. So we are always fearing. So what is our fear? So our fear, there is a fear, innate fear called as Abhinivesha. Abhinivesha means we are very, very attached to this body. We are very attached to this bodily byproducts. Wife, children, home. So Bhaya, will I lose this? Will this go away? So we are very fearful. Like that, we should be fearful. In that case, you should be fearful all the time. So one should give up fear. There is a shloka in the Srimad Bhagavatam which states, Apanna samsratim goram yannama vivasho granan tatas sadyo vimuccheta yad bibheti swayam bhayam. The holy name of Krishna is feared by fear personified. So when fear personified comes, so when the holy name of Krishna is chanted, fear personified becomes scared. Fear personified himself becomes scared. So this is the situation. So one should be very, very completely fearless. And for that, one should be free from all sinful activities. And to become free from sinful activities, one has to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra offenselessly. So if you chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra offenselessly, definitely one will become fearless. And that is the goal of life. To chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, of course, offenselessly, but purely also to the next level. But at least offenselessly. When one becomes free from all sins, then one becomes free from all fear. Krodha means anger. So anger is a result of material attachment. So this anger is also the desire to dominate, the desire to enjoy this world. When both of these are not satisfied, then there is anger. So when we give that up and we accept ourselves as the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord, only when we accept those things, then we become successful. Then we actually become happy. So therefore, to become the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord, we have to become completely peaceful. To become the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord, one needs to develop humility. So humility is very, very important. So without developing any kind of humility, we cannot even progress in bhakti. So when you are humble and you accept, what is the thing? Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadaharihi. Trinadapi sunichena. Consider yourself like a grass, dry grass that is fallen. More humbler than that. Anybody can trample on it. Taroriva sahishnuna. More tolerant than a tree. I do not want anybody's respect. I do not want anybody's glorification. I am ready to just execute the orders of my Guru, and I am ready to give all respect to others, even though they may criticize me. And that should be the mood. And when we are in that mood, Tranadapi Sunichena, when we are in that mood, then we become completely satisfied. So, Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha Manmaya Mam Upashritaha. So giving up all these three things, because anger is such a dangerous thing. In a Chinese proverb it states, one moment of patience can avert a great disaster. One moment of impatience can ruin a whole life. One moment of misunderstanding and this. So peaceful mind can solve all problems. A peaceful mind. So one needs to develop a very, 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 very peaceful mind. One needs to develop a very, very peaceful thought process. This is very, very important. So a peaceful mind is the, Krishna says, Ashantasya kutas sukham. There is one secret to also progress spiritually. One secret. Sometimes things may not go for you. Years things may not go for you. But having faith in the process and the Guru, one needs to have one very, very important quality. That is patience. Patience is so important. If we lose patience, then we are just inviting disaster. So dear devotees, along with giving up attachment, fear and anger, one should develop a lots of patience. Faith and patience. So by doing so, over a period of time, results are guaranteed. Krishna says, you will definitely come back to me. Definitely come back to me. And then Krishna says, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvashah. So, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. So whoever surrenders unto the Lord, Krishna rewards them accordingly. Tams tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante. So similarly, as you surrender unto the Guru, so there are two kinds of kripa that a Guru does unto you. One is called Sakapata kripa, one is Niskapat kripa. A disciple wants to surrender unto Guru. He has that mindset, but then he does not want to surrender completely. What will happen to me if I completely surrender? That's it, but I have a desire. But I want to do this and offer it to my Guru. So then that is called as Guru has to do Sakapat Kripa. Kapat means Guru also knows this man is not ready for 100% surrender, but he is at least favorable. He wants to do some kind of devotion, but not that what I want. So Guru sees that and he does, okay, you do whatever, you do this, whatever you want to do, and then you engage in the service of Krishna. But Nishkapat Kripa means Guru opens his mind and tells you, this is what I want from you. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to give up home, family? Are you ready to take up this particular service for the satisfaction of your Guru? Are you ready to take up this service? Are you ready to surrender? So the Guru asks him. So, commands him to a disciple who is surrendered. So that is Nishkapat Kripa. Then Guru gives mercy, flowing mercy. Once Jai Murari Prabhu, who is now residing in New Vrindavan, I had met him in Bombay in 2001. And he said that when he came, they surrendered unto Srila Prabhupada and to New Vrindavan. And when they surrendered, they were building this palace of gold and all these things. And they just surrendered, means they did not expect anything that in future I will make money, I'll make a house, nothing. They just surrendered. And they said all they got was happiness and ecstasy of Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. They were just in so much happiness. They were just rolling on the ground, just surrendering unto the Lord. They were so happy. So this happiness was maintained. So this surrender unto what the Guru wants from you, Nishkapat Kripa, then Guru gives you Nishkapat Kripa. He tells you, do it. Just surrender. And you take up that from the Guru and he becomes very, very satisfied. He becomes very, very satisfied. The Guru becomes very, very happy. So this is the goal of life. So this is the goal of life. So the goal of life, when you surrender unto the Guru, when you please the Guru becomes so happy, so ecstatic. The Guru blesses you with all the knowledge and spiritual realization. So all that we have to do, first of all, we have to be fixed in 16 rounds, follow 4 regulative principles, read Srila Prabhupada's books. We have to accept a spiritual master in the line of disciplic succession. In ISKCON, we have so many spiritual masters. And we should be ready to accept their instructions. And when we accept their instructions and follow them very, very sincerely, definitely this Guru will reveal this knowledge and realization. Hare Krishna. So I will stop here. So any quick questions or comments at this point, please let me know. Hare Krishna. Any questions, Prabhuji?
Yeah, what were the 4 rules that we need to follow?
The 4 are no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are the 4 things we need to follow.
Hare Krishna. Yep.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So the next question is, how do you find a Guru? Do you go in search of Guru? Do you go in search of Guru, or does the Guru reach out and selects his disciple? Do you go in search of Guru, or does the Guru reach out and selects his disciples? The first question is, how do you find a Guru? How do you find a Guru? So that is the important question. So finding a Guru, finding a Guru is first of all, we should have a strong desire. So if our desire is sincere, then Krishna will introduce us to a devotee or inspire us. So in the association of devotees, first of all, we have to be in the association of devotees. So when we are in the association of devotees, we actually begin to progress in spiritual life. So as we do that, we have seen many places that disciples, they are able to search for, and they eventually, ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada has created such a nice institution of ISKCON that if you go to, for example, a program like Sadhu Sangha and all these places, you go to these different places, you actually, as you go to these different places, when you go to Sadhu Sangha, when you go to Festival of Inspiration, we have different festivals. So we invite many senior gurus in ISKCON. And then when we meet these different gurus, when we see these different gurus, we can actually get inspiration from such gurus. And when we get inspired from such gurus, we can select, like Krishna will reveal to us who is our spiritual master. There will be a natural connection. So basically, we should have that strong desire. So we should have a strong desire to search for to have a guru, and then slowly, then Krishna will inspire a meeting between the two, somehow or the other. And when the meeting takes place, you will naturally understand in the due course of time that this is the person I want to surrender to. So this is what we need to understand. So so basically the guru is sitting right in your heart. That is the first thing we have to understand. Guru is sitting right in your heart, who is called as the Paramatma. He is sitting right in your heart. And this guru is sitting in your heart as Paramatma, and when he sees that you have a strong desire, somehow or the other, he arranges for a meeting with the disciples and guru. And then he inspires us. When we see our spiritual master, he inspires us either through ourselves or through a devotee. We have to take initiation from this guru. We have to surrender unto this guru. So naturally within us, this inspiration takes place, and then we will be able to cultivate. We'll be able to develop this spiritual cultivation. So that is a very important thing. Hare Krishna. I hope that, of course, it has to be both guru, the guru also, disciple and guru both should feel compatible. Generally, when the disciple expresses his heart to a guru, especially in ISKCON, the guru gives him a waiting period, tests him, and then slowly, of course, they get initiated. There is like a 6 month or a 1 year waiting period when you want to take initiation from a guru, and then after that 1 year waiting period, then the initiation actually happens. So the next question is finding a guru or connecting to a disciplic succession a result of one's karma? No, it's not karma, it is akarma. There is spiritual sukriti. So also there is two things. We have to understand that there is sukriti, but there is also mercy of the guru. So when Krishna, so it is said that Brahmanda Brahmite Konya Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Bija. So it is by Krishna's mercy. Krishna is always giving mercy, but that soul who has the desire and the interest to actually cultivate spiritual life, that soul which to actually cultivate spiritual life, he becomes, that soul actually becomes very, very lucky, bhagyavan. So of course we have to understand again, it's not a result of karma. It is karma means, of course, good activities attract us to certain brahmanas and devotees. It is the mercy of those devotees When they show mercy, then we gradually get connected to the parampara, and that is the main thing. So we have to understand that by getting connected is a matter of mercy given by the parampara. Krishna makes gurus freely available, so that means Krishna is merciful, and Krishna and that mercy actually gets the the disciple to get attracted. Of course, the guru also, by his mercy, he attracts the disciple by his spiritual qualities. And the disciple, of course, a certain little bit of karma does act, because, for example, those who have a spiritual background, those who have done yoga in their previous life, or those who have practiced Vedas in their last life, basically certain people, certain communities, they get very attracted to spiritual life very easily. Certain people, certain places, certain communities, they don't get attracted. There is also a certain karma involved, but more than karma, it is actually the akarma. When you do your Vedic duties, then you touch a little bit of spirituality, and when the spiritual quality increases, then gradually, you build up. So that is the quality of spiritual life, actually. All right, so I hope it answers that question, Anand Viharini Mataji. So if there are any other questions or comments, please let me know. So Guru that is there is the Guru is there. He is a confidential servant of Krishna, and because he is a confidential servant of Krishna, by serving a confidential servant of Krishna, Guru is a representative of Balaram, Srimati Radharani, the spiritual masters who carry different emotions of love for the Lord. And what we have to do is surrender unto the Lord. And as we surrender unto the Lord, we become very, by surrendering unto the Lord, we gain his mercy and we become really, really successful. All right, so thank you very much for attending this class. Thank you very much for this good amount of attendance for this class, and we hope to see you next week. All this class will be again stored on YouTube. You can subscribe to my channel, Gaur Nataraj, and you can get updates on all these classes. You can see all the playlist. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.